Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hello, Nino. You were going to go off in group chat. I had a feeling. Hello, Faye. Hello, Dragon. Hello, Cat. Hello, A Ritzai. Let's see. Hello, Jade over on YouTube. Welcome in. Cat, go ahead. Thank you so much. Enjoy writing. I'm not hearing it now. I went back through and checked the audio quality of last stream, and it was a little unfortunate. For some reason, my mic was picking up our radiators like crazy, so I'm hoping that the radiator stays off tonight. But that last night was Wednesday night was the only time we actually had a problem with it, so even if the radiators do turn on, hopefully it is not that bad again. Also, stream? Okay, so stream's looking okay, wait. How weird does stream look, guys? Is my inventory open right now for you? Because we might have a little bit of an issue. I might have to restart Minecraft. Yeah, stream's a little broken right now. Wait 1 second. I need to restart the game. Highly unfortunate. Scotty, welcome in. Okay, let's try this one more time. There we go. Okay. We are all set. I'm not sure how much dirt we're going to get through today, but we are going to... Where did I put the dirt? We're going to see how much terraforming we can get done today. Bye, Faye. All right. This is what we're working with today. I just want to even this out. I honestly probably don't even need the chests, because I think this is all of our dirt anyway. Scotty, you're playing Minecraft too? Very, very nice. Let's see where I want to start. I'm going to go free cam for a second. So I want to flatten at least some of this out. This is a little too steep. I want to make this a little more gradual. But I still want this to be pretty much the same. And we can finally fill all of these holes in. So, you know what? We are going to put the chest down, because as soon as we start breaking blocks, it's going to be a nightmare. Let's throw our bed down. Welcome in, Scribbles. Need to figure out how to smooth this out a little bit. I hate how grass blocks are not insta-mines. All right, let's do a little bit of that. We have a lot of caverns to cover up today. As I've been saying, this terrain is really wild over here. I mean, this whole seed is pretty wild, but... Okay. This is pretty okay, all of this. My stream will be your entertainment as you make dinner. Very nice, Scribbles. That's the best way to make dinner. And no, we are not going to put 2 layers of dirt. That's probably going to bite me later, but I'm feeling especially lazy today. Bruh, am I tripping, or did we get spears overnight? We got spears on Tuesday. We haven't gotten them in this world yet. I have not updated yet. Oop. Do we take it down another, like, do we get rid of all of this? I think we do, and we just keep bringing it down gradually. You guys will know when I update this game because we are immediately going to have a stream where we look for that coral-covered Nautilus. Thank God we have enchanted tools for this. I purposely didn't do any of this terraforming yet just because of how painful it is to do any terraforming unless you have diamond at least. You can both jabby jab and charge. I'm excited to test them out. And you know what's crazy? So they added the mace. I have experimented with trial chambers plenty. I love them. They are so fun. I know that a lot of Mojang's thought process behind adding trial chambers was something fun to do as a group as well. And it's the first time in Minecraft that I've actually had like something fun to do actively with other people I was playing with. Tom, welcome in. I hope you're having a wonderful break. New episode tomorrow, right? Yes, we do have a new episode tomorrow. I am so excited. I basically just finished editing right before stream started. Well, I had to make some dinner before stream. I made some mozzarella sticks. Super, super healthy. Wide variety of foods. But yes, we have a new episode coming tomorrow. Richard says hello. Hello, Richard. Oh, hello there to you as well. Oh, and I missed you. I have experimented a little bit with different editing and like my DaVinci skills, as everybody knows, because I keep shouting it from the rooftops. Like I'm no video editor, you know what I mean? But I'm really excited about this episode. I was talking about it on Wednesday's stream. Like I'm doing a couple things, like different, you know, techniques, I guess, that I haven't tried yet before. And I'm just really excited to see what everybody thinks of it. So don't be shy. When it does come out, please let me know what you think. And I also... Oh, wait. I do want to... I need to enable this. There we go. We have our coordinates up. We have a little bit of time. I'm going to fill this in. This could kill me. I'm going to do 2 here. I feel like that's the smart thing to do. We'll do that. Now we can sleep. And then once I get this top layer replaced with dirt, I need to start a flashback recording. It's just gonna look a little goofy if I start it with stone. Stone out and about. Also, this is such a side note, but we have talked about this multiple times actually on stream. The RAM pricing that's going on right now. I didn't know that RAM was so crazy until, you know, we started talking about it on stream, I think last week. Just for funsies, I went and searched. Welcome back, Kat. Just for funsies, I went and searched what my RAM costs right now. Kat, you didn't miss much. We just started bringing all of this terrain down. But yeah, I went to search what my RAM costs now. I have the G.Skill Flare X, two 16 gigabyte sticks. And I paid $100 for it, I think, at Micro Center, which was a sale price, but still, full price was, I think, still under $150. And I looked on Amazon, and it is $350 right now. I am so disgusted. Like, we thought that the great graphics card shortage during COVID was terrible, but this is just like, I've never seen anything like this before. Let's start recording. Being a writer is both a good and a bad thing. I agree with you there. I have dabbled in writing, like during COVID, I dabbled in writing, and it was like all consuming. Very, very consuming. And yes, it is crazy. I cannot believe that. And it, like, mind you, the RAM that I bought, I'm talking about, I bought it less than 2 months ago. Let's start tapering it back this way. Even though I probably just covered a lot of this up. It's gonna look good for the edit. No wait. I do want that. I thought I had my fortune pick for a second. But I need more smooth stone. All right, we're not gonna fall in there. We can actually bring this back. All right, and then this entire layer can disappear. I'm anticipating both a computer and a PC at the same when Christmas comes, but I feel like both those things are expensive. Like a laptop and a PC. Both are extremely expensive right now, which is super unfortunate. Pre-built, I will say, pre-built PCs have not caught up. They're still lagging behind the price increases, which is good. But that's not going to last very long. Cassie, don't even worry about it. You're not even that late. Don't worry. Welcome in. We are terraforming today. We're just trying to flatten all of this out. We also have a lot of caves and holes to fill in. I haven't built a field in a very long time, and I would really like to. So we just have to fix all of this first. All right. Tom with the hype emote. Whoops. More storage needs for dirt. Yeah, unfortunately. We're gonna have to find a better solution. I've been putting it off because making another storage room is obviously going to be an episode situation. But I think we might start with that for our 4th video. Because I can't keep living like this. We added another double chest last stream, but it's not enough. I will say though, Cassie, we are going to place probably a good amount of this because we have to bring all of this terrain down. Where are we at? Let's fill this in. And we need to bring it. See, all of this just looks a little goofy, so we'll do double layer here. Cut and fill operation, pretty much. We are going to bring, this is really the only area that we're going to bring down over here. And then the rest of it is just going to be flattening out. But this is just a little too high. It came back up in an awkward way over here. Is there a reason we're doing this? Not particularly. I really want to build more fields. So I'm doing this just so that I have the nice flat land to build more fields. Plus, I have been meaning to fix some of the holes in the terrain. Let me see. I think right over here, there's a crazy one. I could be wrong. Nope. Over in front of us. Yeah. So this all needs to be filled in. This isn't going to happen tonight. But we'll do that eventually. Over here, I just want to expand this way, I think, next. Double layers. Yeah, I literally started this off by saying we're not going to do a double layers. I'm lazy. And now, every time there's a cavern, at least, I'll add 2. Okay, this is okay. Let's get rid of this stone. No, it's not a creeper crater. We did this. This was where the lava was that we got last stream. Taco Bell is the best. I'm excited for me and Tom have big plans to get Taco Bell tomorrow night. Big plans for Taco Bell. We'll connect this. We can hop in bed too. Where? Where? Are they under us? Did I cover them? There we go. Rude. Say more about big Taco Bell plans. Sade, hello. We have a birthday party, which I think I mentioned the other day. We have a birthday party on Saturday, tomorrow night, to go to, and it's for Tom's sister's 30th, so it's like a big to-do. It's a double birthday party with her and one of our other friends. So we are, as we usually do, every single time that we go out for something like that, when we are on our way home, there is a Taco Bell pretty much right on the way, and we always get Taco Bell. Don't say anything about McDonald's or I'll have to get some. Hey, you brought up McDonald's. Tom also is obsessed with McDonald's, but he loves Taco Bell more. Thus the name. Taco Bell has new stuff, right? They've been having a steady flow of new things as of recently. I haven't really been keeping up with it right now. Don's goated. See? He loves both of them. He loves McDonald's. Taco Bell is his first love, though, and I've grown to accept that. Taco Bell stays having new stuff. Exactly. You know what was absolutely fire that Taco Bell had maybe a few months ago? They had one of the boxes. I don't know if it was the Discovery box or which one. But it was like the mini Crunch Wraps, the mini steak and white queso, I think, Crunch Wraps. Oh my God. Those were gas. And they got rid of them. Cheesy Gordita Crunch is goated. I know Tom's order. Anyone want to drop their Taco Bell orders to be judged by the council? Favorite chocolate? Tom, you said milk. I think yes. All right, we can bring... We're going to free cam again really quick. I think we can start bringing the next layer down. So this one. Instuffable, which won't break or leak into your... You know... It's funny you say that because we just got Chipotle the other day and it did exactly what it always does, which is exactly that. Dove dark chocolate with almond for Scotty. Oddly specific, and I respect that, dude. Chipotle does have a lot of salsas. I like the pico, and I'll get their salsa verde as well. I love that too. Pardon if there's noise. Wait, Sade, Crunchwrap Supreme, no tomato, swap steak, add potato fries. Baja Blast Supreme, this is non-negotiable. The Baja Blast is superior. It's so good. Kit Kat, sometimes I won't even break them off. I feel like I should call the police on you, Nino. See? Even Tom said it's illegal. That feels highly illegal. Like, you've got to be just rage baiting at that point, which I know you're super good at, Nino. I'm talking Mountain Dews, baby. Wait, Kat, have you not had... Yeah. Did I miss that part? Kat hasn't had Chipotle. Highly recommend. Chipotle is pretty good. I will say, so as many of you know, I'm in New York City now, but back when I was in Massachusetts still, our Qdoba was way better than our Chipotle. And around here, I cannot find a Qdoba that is good. Our Chipotle is way better. How do I want to do this? I might bring this back a smidge. I say a smidge and we're shaving off like so much of it. Bye, Tom. I'll see you later. Yeah. That does the job. Cat. Yes, I live in New York City. I do live in New York City. You've wanted to go since you were a child. You haven't been. I highly recommend if you have the means, always go and travel. New York is super, super fun. It's crazy living here, but I also visited here a lot before I moved, so I kind of knew a little bit of what I was expecting. You bring this out a smidge more. Not gonna lie, all this talk about fast food is making me want to ditch making dinner, but the kids have requested my favorite or famous butter garlic noodles. Those sound so good, those Scribbles. I love garlic so much. Cassie, do you mean Boston? I just want to make sure that that's not like a real, like Boston is a city that I don't know about. Because that'd be super embarrassing if I just assumed. Buy me a plane ticket, Tiz. Dude, as soon as I can afford my own plane ticket, then we can talk. Ooh, Scotty putting something over Taco Bell. Tom came back just for that. That is so real. It's so funny. There's no way he came back just for that. Oh my God. Do I know what Taco Casa is? I don't even think I know what that is. Unfortunately, it could, if it's a West Coast thing, maybe. Like, isn't like Del Taco a West Coast thing? Oh, I used to, but now I'm allergic to garlic. No. I think you're the first person I've met with that allergy. I hope that, sorry if that sucks to hear. I'm sorry. That, like, I don't think I could live without garlic. Scribbles, is it like a really dangerous allergy? Like, could you like go into anaphylaxis? Taco Casa is in Texas. Interesting. I've never been to Texas, I will say. Does NYC still have Pret? What is Pret, Cassie? Oh, yes, I've seen those. I've seen those, but I've never had it. It's like a French thing, right? It's like a French chain almost. East Coast Survivor here. I hate the winter right now. Unfortunately, I am a New Englander, like, bred, and like I am such a winter person. Literally, snow, I will take snow over 90 something degree weather any day of the week. Especially, like, I've been feeling that way, but since moving to New York, like, I was walking at least, like, I'd say 40 minutes every day to and from work when I was working, and it was like, to do that in over 100-degree weather, especially in a city where there isn't like a whole lot of airflow. Where I am, it's a little better, but there's still not a crazy amount of airflow. This is where it's going to start getting a little annoying. We have to finish bringing this down more, actually. Summer is greater than winter. You know, that's your personal opinion, Nino. And I know that that's been your opinion. I'm just not built for the heat, you know? Grew up in a Sicilian family. Yes, if raw my throat swells, I can tolerate low amounts, but heavy amounts is like being lactose intolerant. No. Oh, it's that kind of allergy. That sucks. My condolences for real, Scribbles. That's like actually a tragedy as an Italian. To not have garlic as an Italian, I can't even imagine. I am also an Italian, and I literally could never even fathom having to give garlic up. Bring this around. Yeah, see, like, this is where it gets a little weird. There's so many dips. We might be able to attach it down here. I'm gonna get rid of this, though. I'm mad thinking about garlic allergy. Cassie, you were born in France? That's so cool. I don't know where I missed that, but that is so, so cool. Started when you ate breadsticks? Nah, imagine eating a breadstick. Like, imagine you're at like Olive Garden just vibing eating a breadstick. Legitimately cannot imagine. Italians unite. Sydney, yes, fellow Italian. Which, speaking of, My dad always does the Feast of the Seven Fishes for Christmas Eve. I am so excited. It's like, it's one of the best meals that he makes of the year, and it's insane. Very, very excited. I will take this away. Okay. Kat, you should try writing about those places. I will say it's kind of tough to write about something that you don't like. If you know a lot about those cities, perfect. But especially if you haven't been there, it can be a little tough to write about them, which is super fair. We need to bring this layer fully around now. Oh my God, Izzy, you put it in chat here. That's so funny. Let's see. Oh my God. Wait, Cassie. 150 pounds of ciabatta? Oh, man. Oh, I would have been a big, big, big girl if I had that job. Yummy ads. Speaking of yummy, speaking of food. No, it was bad enough. I worked at Dairy Queen for a while. It was bad enough with like ice cream. Just every second of the day I had ice cream when I was working. But if I was making like nice, delicious ciabatta and pizzas and stuff, oh my, it would be a dangerous time. My. Also, some updates on stream. I am going home for Christmas, obviously. I gotta go back to Mass. So I believe I'm going to be able to stream the Monday before Christmas, so next Monday. No, not next Monday. Lord. The Monday following. I'm losing track of time. I believe I'll be able to stream for that. I think we're going to be heading out on like super late Monday night. So I will potentially be able to stream then. But Wednesday and Friday, those two streams are going to be canceled for that week. Not even really canceled because, you know, but I will not be streaming Monday or Friday, the week of Christmas. Mint chocolate chip ice cream blizzards. It's your fave too, Kat. You know what? It's tough for me because I know the ins and outs of like Dairy Queen food items, right? But because of that, there are some items that I just won't get. Like, for example, no one knows how to make a mint blizzard. Like, no workers know how to do it. As someone who, like, I was an assistant manager at Dairy Queen, and that's absolutely not really a flex. I'm not trying to flex. But I worked there for like 5 years, and it was... I learned all of the tricks, and no one, not a single Dairy Queen that I have been to, is able to make a mint blizzard not a soupy nightmare. Same with the caramel pecan cluster, which was my favorite for a long time, but only when I made them. because no one knows how to make them. You have to be super careful with how much of the liquidy ingredients you put in, especially when it's like the hot caramel, because it turns it into a liquid nightmare. It feels so much darker over here than it is. Flexed is we don't care. I'm gonna flex my high school job as a as an assistant manager at Dairy Queen. Yes, yes, totally. My first job was Rocky's Pizza. We could easily worked and the manager let us make a pizza to take home after shift. It was dangerous. Oh my. See, that's the kind of stuff that's worrisome. Also, apologize if there's noise. That's another update that I'm going to be making. We're going to be getting a new mic soon. Like, in the immediate future soon. I didn't want to add that. We're going to take some of this away. You can make gelato. That is so sick. We have a gelato shop that's like right down the street from our house. And during the summer, the amount of times that we stopped and grabbed it, there was I think it was like cherry and it was a frozen yogurt, I think, technically. But it had like amaretto and cherry and like almond pieces. Absolutely incredible. What a beautiful piece of food that was. Bring this like that. I think we have to continue bringing this down maybe over here. Also, Minecraft movie didn't win Best Adaptation. Wait. I completely glossed over the rest of the awards after the Burnt Peanut one. Am I gonna have to remove all those trees? Not, I mean, maybe a couple of them. I'm hoping that what we do only gets to like right here, this level. I think we'll have to get rid of some of these potentially, but I'm also gonna start bringing this down so it's a little bit more of an easy decline. Like, we can bring this back. I will gladly take all of this leaf litter though. I feel like I never have enough of it. NYC has an amazing selection of food choicing. You can buy it by the pound. Honestly, it is so amazing to live here and have everything at your fingertips. Like, they also just added a new bodega pretty close to our apartment. The one thing that I will say, so we lived in Brooklyn before this apartment, and now we live in Queens. And when we were in Brooklyn, it was amazing because we had like everything. We had a Taco Bell, literally like I could throw a rock to our Taco Bell. It was a beautiful time. But we wanted a little more calm, I guess. It was just a little too crazy. So moving to Queens, we love it way more, but we had to trade in our bodega. Like, we had a bodega on the first floor, literally, of our building, basically. And now we don't have one super, super close, but the new one that they just added is slightly closer than the one that we were going to. We can probably bring this back. Yeah, we can probably bring this layer back. Removing trees can be addictive, though. I actually really enjoy removing trees. Call me crazy. Minecraft, but Tiz gets a random selection of superpowers every time she breaks a block. That would be crazy with the Instamine that we get with dirt. Sydney, we are just terraforming. We're not doing anything super particular today. I just really want to build some fields. I'm in a big field mood. We won't get to the fields today, but we just need to do all of the hard work of smoothing out all of this terrain before we can get to that. I think we can too, Kat. I think we can finish the terraforming part. Because we're doing really good with it so far. Like this, I think, like all of this is okay. I think here we'll have to maybe smooth it out a smidge and connect it back in. But I kind of want to just bring from here all the way down. And then this feels like it's a good little plateau for another build. So we could potentially do another build here. Yes, Cassie. Very, very gentle. It's just way easier to do fields that way. Like I did... I'll show you. This first wheat field that we did, I did it on a very... Like, it was a little much to flatten this out, make it a little less steep. I also didn't have a lot of dirt when I did it, so there are a lot of sections that are just like one deep. Not only harvesting is annoying when that happens, but it just doesn't really look that great. So goal for over here is just to make it very, very flat. Very rolling hills or rolling plains vibes. And we can come back through and fix wherever it's feeling a little steep. Geekin, welcome in, brother. Saw you were doing the Lord's work. Building a website. Oh, wow. Now I want Taco Bell after you talked about it. I'm so sorry. My bad, man. My bad. Enjoy building the website, though. Good luck. Thank you for stopping in. Let's widen this a little bit. This really is the Lord's work, isn't it? don't know. There's something calming about it. I got really good at placing dirt working on my realm. For anyone who has seen the realm tour on my channel, I got so good at placing dirt because of that. I have like an entire area that is completely terraformed by hand. We're gonna leave that torch. Actually, we're gonna throw torches. Hello, okay. Let's throw some torches. We need one here. The last thing we need are a bunch of mobs under all of these builds, or all of this dirt. I already had to deal with mob sounds under everything when I built the house because there were so many caverns under the house. We do not need that again here. It do be looking like it's time to sleep, though. God, as a terraformer, I wish that they had... I wish they would add dirt slabs. I'll say it. This feels way too chunky. What have I done over here? Maybe we can actually bring this out a little bit. Taco Bell do be like that sometimes. Of course, Geekin. Thank you for stopping in as long as you did. That I appreciate it. And thank you for making yourself known in the chat. Dirt farms would be so great for farming. I absolutely agree. Like, my only caveat to that is I would hope that you can still till them. Although they might make it like a weird... Oh, but the exception is you can't put farmland on them. It's a wonder I haven't fallen in that hole yet. We're going to stay clear off that side. That side's going to reel me in, and this is going to get way bigger of a project. We do not need that right now. Flying through dirt. We need to start breaking more. Oh, I cannot wait till we have Swift Sneak, by the way. Which, the thought of going into a bastion, no, sorry, into an ancient city right now. Absolutely not yet. But getting netherite, that we very well might do soon. Break that. That's pointless. That's way too close. Let me start lighting this up before we terraform a little bit too long and it gets dark over here. Hello, Salem. Thank you for the sub. Stop. Can I have my mod now? Okay. I'll make you a mod. That's totally fine. Also, Salem, just, okay, I need to preface this. Salem is a friend. I'm not just gonna mod random people. A carpet duper tames ancient cities a bit, but you need to drag boat chests of them. I have never made a carpet duper before. I actually did not know those existed. It's so crazy how many, like, oh, we need more dirt. It's so many, there's so many aspects of this game that I don't even know about. That's how crazy this game is. Got all of these. We can put these away. Yeah, dude, Izzy's affiliate too. You silly goose. Not like we don't absolutely rip it in chat all the time and don't shut up about it. Bro's been MIA in chat. Yeah. We have the spoil free space though. Salem's in that. Okay, wait, we need to bring this down more. God, Javi too, good lord. Yeah. Literally all of us. So Nicole got affiliate. And then I believe it was me and Izzy on the same day, or at least the same weekend. And then Nino got affiliate like a week later, I want to say. Let's do this layer. There's a solid chance that we might have to go farm some dirt. A lot of the time I open chat and disappear, call me Arturo. That's so funny. Made a carpet duper for a smelter, but they are useful for spawn proofing in ancient cities. Ancient cities are honestly very, like, they're so technical. I bring so much wool. Like, the times that I've actually used wool in ancient cities, I've just brought full blocks of it because it's so easy to set up an auto sheep, like an auto wool farm. Okay, this is, I think, the farthest out. We're gonna bring this section over here. Actually gonna, oh, and there goes the dirt. Yeah, because we have to bring this in to meet with this. So we actually might have to rip dirt. You know what? This looks like a lot. It's not. I think we're probably going to need to go get more. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit more narrow over here just so that we can get it down. Is Taco Bell Tom the actual Tom? Cassie, yes. Yes, that is the Tom. He changed his... So when I first started doing this schedule, he was still under a different username, but now he just changed it to Taco Bell Tom. All right. We'll take care of those trees after. Let me light up down here. This is going to be a little interesting. Oh my God, Cassie, no, you're fine. You're totally fine. I've gotten a little spoiled, not gonna lie, living here because I went to a Celtics game when I was visiting home for Thanksgiving, and my dad asked me if I wanted pizza from TD Garden, and I had the audacity to look at him and say, "It's not New York." I don't know who I think I am saying that kind of thing. I do love a good New York pizza, but I also have like I have a special place in my heart for Domino's because growing up, that's like almost the only pizza that I would eat. Unless it was homemade pizza, but we didn't really do that much. And I started making my... Cassie, was it you that said that you make your own pizza dough? I believe it was you that said that. But ever since I started making homemade pizza, like we've gotten frozen pizzas just as like quick things, you know what I mean? On busy days and busy nights, but we've had a couple frozen pizzas just because I'm the chef of this apartment. And if I'm having like a crazy day editing or like I have stream or whatever the case may be, we've been doing some frozen pizzas lately just because super easy. I thought frozen pizza was so good up until the last few times that I've had it. And I quickly realized that the homemade pizza that I make is way better. Tyler, hello, welcome in. We're doing a little terraforming today. Also, question for everybody in the audience. If I were to have like the music that I have for the starting soon screen, would anyone be opposed to having that kind of music playing softly throughout the entire stream? Because I found like a plugin, like a software that I can add to Streamlabs that I can do a better job of channeling all of my audio sources. And I think I want to do that. So let me know if anyone would be vehemently opposed to that. Oh my. Wait, you're making 2 kilograms of pizza dough tomorrow? Oh, wow. Unsubs. Nice to know what your thoughts are, Salem. I think I need to make pizza dough tomorrow as well. Next week is going to be super, super insane. We are, like I said, we're leaving on Monday night the following week to go home for Christmas, and that means I'll have, I think, like 8 days to record the next video and edit the entire thing. Plus, I have stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm going to need some pizza dough in the freezer. That is for sure. I'm not going to have all that much time to make dinners other than that. Music and Minecraft go well together. See, that's what I figured. Also, just like stream in general, I feel like having music on in the background is just going to be a little, it'll make it even more relaxing than it already is, you know? This is a chill place. Okay, we're doing pretty good. We're gonna take these trees out now. There we go. Let those despawn. Although I need some leaves. I'm gonna take some of these. Oh, also, everybody, we have a date for the celebration stream that House of Gaming is doing. So again, shameless plug for the Discord that I am in. It is, for anyone that does not know, it's the Discord that's linked on all of my channels. It's a group Discord server. It's for me and then some of my friends that are also streamers. And all of us are officially affiliates now. So we started planning a celebration stream. Just like a fun collab stream that we're going to do. Like a bunch of different games. I believe Fall Guys is on the list. Among Us. Possibly Pico Park 2. So we are going to be doing that at 5 p.m. Eastern time on New Year's Day. Join the house, yes. Yeah, anybody who is not in the Discord, feel free to join. You get notifications for when I'm live. You can take a look at all of my friends that also make content. I'm the only Minecraft player, I will say that. So if Minecraft is your bread and butter, might not be your cup of tea. Scribbles, I did see that. I think it looks pretty decent because the transparent leaves look good. I mean, obviously I play with the transparent leaves, but that's because the non-transparent leaves are notoriously disgusting. Like I'm just curious. If we do I think it's fast. Oh, did they add it in the new update? Wait, guys. Did they add it in this update? Wait, that's so crazy. I think they might have. Because these are, unless it's something that I have installed, all of the dark pieces used to be black, and that was absolutely hideous. I'm probably still going to play with the fancy leaves or whatever the default leaves on. But for people who want the performance boost that it might help with, it looks so much better now. I'm not using a realism mod, Cassie. I actually don't. So the only mods that I have are like I have all the optimization mods. Like I have sodium, lithium, all of that jazz, but I don't have any mods that really make the game look different per se. On the list of mods that I want to get though, I want to get the 3D leaves. But the only issue is there isn't one, I think, as of right now that's updated, especially now that a new update just dropped. But even before, there wasn't one that had been updated yet. Yeah, like, I don't think I'm going to need the extra boost in performance because, especially for, I'm going to be getting, I was told, at least I think this is what's happening, my family got together and potentially got me a graphics card for Christmas. So there's a very good chance that I won't need to worry about performance after Christmas, which is super insane. But that also means I'm probably going to look into shaders. Nothing crazy. I love the way the vanilla game looks. I'm not going to make it look too realistic. I'm playing Minecraft because it looks like Minecraft. You know what I mean? It's going to be very close to vanilla. But we'll probably do that right after Christmas. Let's take a gander at what we have so far. This looks so much better. This looks so much better. We'll connect it down there. We might put a pond, like another pond. Maybe we can add a river connecting down to it. We'll see. I'm just going to finish the terraforming part. If we want to add stuff later, we totally can. Flying machines do cause a crazy amount of lag when they're on. We're a ways out from needing to worry about that, but I do want to experiment with some more redstone in this world. I'm not a massive redstone player. Like, I'm not that familiar with how everything works and, you know, what in particular certain components do. I think that's a goal that I have for myself for this world, is to expand my knowledge with all of that as well. Wait, this is looking a little thin. All right, we can start wrapping this one around. Piston farms for bamboo and sugarcane are like waiting for paint to dry. I highly agree with you. We really need to make a sugarcane farm. Like, really desperately need to make a sugarcane farm. In order for those to be fully worth it, you need a couple different modules of it. On the list of farms to make, I think we need a sugarcane farm. I would love to make a pumpkin farm because I love doing jack-o'-lanterns with the pumpkins. Also, trading with villagers. I have 2 villagers right now that will trade for pumpkin. What else? We definitely don't need an iron farm. I think we're all pretty aware of that. How we doing? Still pretty decent. We're still definitely going to need more, but... Let me see. Yeah, I think we can reach this pretty easily. I might come back over here. I'm going to come back over here and cut some of this back. Totally not because we need more dirt. This too. Nope. Maybe right here. Trying to think of other farms that we're going to do as well. Like I said, no iron farm. We will probably dabble maybe in, unless I'm pretty sure raid farms are a little finicky now that there's the potion. My pumpkin farm uses detector rails to fire pistons and hopper mine carts. It's fast, but you kind of need an iron farm. But everything that I use villagers for has iron collection. Yeah, once we start, I mean, I had to use a lot of my iron making mine carts for the trading hall, which was unfortunate, but that was also done before we started mining out. Before we started mining out that iron vein. That side needs to come down as well. We're gonna have to get more dirt in a second. We're gonna leave that. For fields over here, I'm thinking build on top Just like a farmhouse, probably nothing that has a purpose. I'm a big advocate of Minecraft builds that don't have a purpose just because they look good. Actually, let me drop down and light this up a little bit more. I think this should be okay. Why don't we actually finish this side? Because we are almost done connecting this. And this layer. You don't want creepers breaking all your terraforming? Exactly. I've had way too many creepers mess up my builds. I can't do it. I love how even Mojang has said, like, if creepers were to be added or discussed being added in recent time, like in modern time, they probably wouldn't be added the way that they are. I think that's like really funny, actually. Because it's so true. It's griefing. It literally is. All right, this is all connected. That looks pretty good. I don't think we're going to have to get rid of these trees, but we will see. Maybe the birch, possibly. We're dwindling. Yeah, maybe we will do a pond down here. I feel like the one thing that this seed is missing, or at least this valley is missing, like it has the mountains, it has the plains biomes, it has, pretty much has the rolling fields, but it doesn't have any bodies of water, except for way down by the ocean, I think, technically. So I feel like we really need to add a body of water. Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for people to settle up here without sources of water nearby. We have our little pond, but that's just a little pond. Like, I can see a pond down here, or like even just a little lake down there. I hear a zombie. We're gonna ignore that. It is how sneaky they are. They do not make a noise. I think that is the part that's so frustrating, is that they don't make a noise. They can literally just sneak up on you and all you start to hear is the little hissing sound. And your life flashes before your eyes. And ghast are very annoying to work with. I've never made a ghast farm, but I've obviously seen other people make ghast farms. Makes me never want to work with ghast. Even the Happy Gas, I think, have some of their issues. I am definitely going to get Happy Gas in this world, but even those are a little frustrating. By the time the fuse noise is evident, yeah, it's too late. Minecraft streamers who have one of the noise alerts that people can like buy or like, you know, do bits for or whatever. The streamers that have the Minecraft creeper fuse sound, they are stronger than I. That would get me every single time. Every single time. Let's finish. Is this side? That side's done. It's the middle and then over here. I think we can try to connect over here. We're gonna run out of dirt though, so we'll have to go get some more. Typing creeper noise, dragon. If I were to do the creeper noise as a sound alert that you can do, like that you guys could do, I think I would have to, based off of how terrified it would make me every single time, I think I'd have to make it super expensive. And there are some streamers that they don't even flinch, dude. I don't know how they do it. All right, we're officially out of dirt. Let's go drop off some of this extra stuff. The parrot's doing it? Nah, that's genuinely terrifying when the parrots do it. Where are we going to go to get dirt is the question. I think we might just dig what's underneath here. I feel like that's the smartest thing to do, right? Like, especially over here where it's already a massive drop-off. And we're sheltered from the rain. I got used to it because I had two Paris gaslit me so much I ignore all creeper noises. See, that's a double-edged sword. That's like, I mean, you're used to it and they don't scare the daylights out of you anymore, but I'd be so concerned if I just had no response to creepers. Wild Goat, welcome in. Let's see. We're gonna be organized about this. We are going to get this entire column. I think I am going to upgrade to efficiency 4 on this shovel though, because not being able to insta-mine the grass blocks is maddening. A fishing rod is a good idea, Dragon. That's so true. I forget that you can just pull mobs with a fishing rod. I also just don't ever fish, so I never have fishing rods. I found one in a loot chest, so we do have one. And I think it might have like 1 enchantment on it, but it's also almost dead, so... Tried, but it goes too fast. Okay. That makes sense, Dragon. I was gonna say, I'd be so worried if it just wasn't phasing me at all. And I was just like started ignoring it. It's like a courtesy check at that point. Let's get some of these replaced. Never have a shield, so head always on a swivel. Braver than I actually didn't start using shields until recently, to be honest. It's because they cover so much of the screen. Like they don't, but they do, you know? Like, are they that intrusive? Not really, but they still do cover a good amount. I have used the mod before that makes it so the shield doesn't cover as much. But I'm kind of used to it at this point. And I'm only going to be carrying a shield until we have netherite. I do not carry a shield in endgame. I mean, low-key, we probably don't even need it now because we have good enchantments. But just to be safe. Just place a block between you and the creeper. I'd have to test my reflexes to see if I'm fast enough for that. I feel like my reflexes with creepers just completely go away. As soon as it's me versus a creeper and they are about to explode on me when I was not ready for it, the creeper will always win. Plus, later on, we are going to need totems. Even if I don't, or even if I still have a shield with netherite, it's not going to last long. As soon as we get totems, goodbye shield. I would much rather have the protection from dying than the protection from damage. Your armor is decently enchanted. You don't need a shield, although first trip to a fortress, it can help. Yeah, to prevent you from getting the wither effect or whatever from the wither skeletons. I mean, everything, really. Because you'll light on fire because of blazes, too. Let's sleep. Hopefully. We're a little late to... Oh, wait, we brought our bed. We're good. We brought our bed. So much coal down here. Oh my. So much coal. Thank God it stopped raining. I feel like my head was going numb because of it. I think this is about where we're gonna take this. 'Cause I think there's a chance we connect right over this little, like right around here. Different nether for, or geez. I have different armor for nether, caving, and general purposes. I always try to have gold armor for the nether, but other than that, I usually keep all of mine the same. I also read for, I mean, I can see that for, like fire protection, having armor with fire protection on it. But unless you have all fire protection, I don't believe that it's super useful to have like one of each, which I'm assuming you probably have an entire set, Cassie, that's all fire protection for the nether. So much coal because you're not looking for it, but if I was, yeah. The crazy part is I was looking for it the other day. Do this little cluster. Yeah, I was literally looking for it the other day. The next video opens with me looking for it. We got sidetracked very quickly, but I was indeed searching for it. Yeah, all fire protection for the nether isn't a bad shout, Cassie. And let's go back this way. My go-to armor combo is always just all normal protection. I read that if you combine like the, what are there, 4? There's blast protection, projectile, fire, and just normal. I read that if you combine those, because they're different, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to explain this. There are the different tiers of it, so I guess if you combine the protections, like your first instinct is to combine all of them and then you have a little bit of each, but I guess the most protection that you can get is if you have all of the same ones. The nether 8-block lava makes fire necessary. Yeah, when I go, once we get brewing set up, I mean, obviously it's not going to be immediately because we have to get the stuff to brew before we, or after we go into the nether for the first time. But As soon as we get brewing set up, I will be making fire res potions. More coal. Oh my god. Wow. Do that. Guys, what is happening? Oh, we left a little dark area. Actually, no, this is the cave. This is one of the weird caves. We can clear this whole row. Protection 4 is really great, but there are niche situations. I agree. I mean, I think there's a chance. It depends on how quickly I get netherite. But I might dabble with making an entire second set for blast protect, or not blast protection, fire protection. Where is... We've all... Wow. I picked up exactly 64 for that last stack. All right, we can... Oh, there's coal over here, too. It's everywhere. I guess we're going to leave the stone. All right. We can get back to it. Let's start from the other side again, because where we left off with that, it was actually pretty close to connecting to the ground below. Yeah, like we can finish all of this. Pull this out a little. Back in business. I do want to see... Okay. Oh. Okay, wait, we need to keep going on this layer. No, this layer first. These are almost connected. Andesite equals diorite and cobblestone. I think I'm gonna have to agree with you there. All right, we are connected fully on that level. We can start bringing this one across. Like there's a recipe for andesite. Oh, you mean the recipe? Yeah. Like super obscure knowledge for sure. And it's a recipe that like I never think of. Did I leave my bed down there? I did. That's a recipe that I don't think I'll ever really use. I mean, actually, it's not a bad recipe, is it? I feel like I would build with way more. I build with way more andesite than I do diorite. In my mind, those were baseball. Yeah, like, okay, this is just the way my brain works. Like they're primary colors, you know? Like there's no recipe, great analogy, right? Like cobblestone just feels like, I mean, there's way more recipes with cobblestone, but none to make cobblestone. Except if you're talking about like a lava and water situation. I use diorite for placing redstone. You can see the circuits easily. Ooh, that's a good idea. I know a lot of people use like smooth stone and stuff for that. I tend to use a lot of deep slate blocks because the deep slate family, they're easy to make in the stone cutter. But on top of that, when I branch mine for diamonds, I just end up with so much. It's like it's the new cobblestone. Cobbled deep slate is the new cobblestone. There are a lot of times where I'll build and I'll need cobblestone and I'm like, well, I wish that I was mining at stone level still for diamond. That mountain peak looks so eerie over there. I can't describe it. One of these days, we're going to go over to that mountain and see what it looks like. I think it's a circle. Like, I think it's kind of like a ring. I could be wrong, but I have an idea of what I want to do with Happy Gas, and I think it's going to be on a mountaintop. Like, for anyone that has seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think I want to do, once we get Happy Gas, almost like the Northern Air Temple. Like a mountaintop build for them. And that's definitely going to be after we get Elytra, because doing a mountaintop build without Elytra, why would I do that to myself? And we're connecting. Finally. This is all a little weird down here. This one's fully... Okay, yeah. Next layer. This is not taking all that long. Never mind. I just looked, guys. I'm not kidding. I looked up at the timer for how long I've been streaming, and I was fully expecting to see like an hour. I was not expecting to see 2 hours up there. That was kind of a jump scare. I was just about to say, this isn't taking all that long. It is absolutely, it's a project, that's for sure. You can chain 20 or so boats or boat chests and then fly around with your happy gas. You just need a lot of snowballs. I've seen the clips of people like dive bombing a bunch of chickens or something with them and just scooping them all up. And that feels really fun to do. But yeah, the snowball thing, I can appreciate that they made snowballs the food that attracts them. But I also think my gripes with the happy gas are the fact that they fly away so quickly. And then on top of that, they just simply do not move fast. I'm sorry. I think that they could have been made at least a little faster. This has been a super chill stream. I just finished up digging hella mud while you terraform, lol. We're both being productive. Look at us, Sade. Low-key, I'd rather be digging up mud right now. But we got to do that last stream, so. We're making a dent in this, though. I'm not mad. Yeah, it's been 2 hours, but it's actually, we've gotten a lot done. Okay, this side is almost completely connected, so we're just gonna keep trucking away over here. I think I'm gonna start narrowing this out a smidge. Maybe they will give happy gas some sort of potion boost in the future. I think they are kept slow for building purposes, but also to not compete with Elytra. It's definitely, I agree with you, Wild Goat. I think it's mostly to not replace Elytra. But I was watching, as if anyone knows who Waddles is on YouTube, he does a lot of news content, Minecraft news. And every single time that he posts a new news video, it's usually around when me and Tom are eating lunch, and we'll throw that on. And I think it was Tuesday he posted for the new update. And the Nautilus, which I guess I didn't realize, the Nautilus has a speed boost. Like, they can basically sprint like the way the camel can. And in my head, I was just like, why are... You can't watch Waddles, lol. Waddles. I started watching Waddles when I was maybe like, oh God. How long? Like 6 years ago? Oh my God, that feels kind of gross. I do love Waddles. I only watch, I started with one of his survival series, but I started with one of his survival series, but I don't watch his survival series anymore. Although I did see he started streaming not too long ago. I say not too long ago. It was probably at least a year ago. He's too enthusiastic for my taste. That's fine, Sade. I get it. I do get that. He is very... especially in his news videos, he is so goofy. Like all of the memes that he puts in there and like all of the editing, I think it's hilarious. I completely understand someone not really enjoying that. Seems like an OG. He is. I think he's been around. I mean, he's obviously not one of like the OGs, but he has been around for a while. Oh my God, is Waddles at 1 mil right now? I didn't realize he hit a mil. Good for him. Yeah, I don't think he was definitely not at a mil when I started watching him. I think it was a little bit before he started doing news videos as well. Like I feel like the majority of his content now is news videos. Also, can we talk about how insane it is that he's almost at 2? Good for him. That's incredible. I watch him in small doses. That's super fair. Like, again, like I said, I do mostly his news videos now. Just like he does really thorough guides to what's coming for updates. And I really love those. Waddles talks to me like a 1 or 2, like I'm a 2-year-old. He does have a way about him. Yeah, back to the main point. Got sidetracked there. I would have even preferred if the Happy Ghast had like a little sprint kind of thing, like a little boost. Like they did it with the Nautilus, they did it with camels. I just feel like that would have added so much function to the Happy Ghast. And I know people were really excited to build with the Happy Ghast, but it's like, it would also be really nice just to travel early game with them, you know? And I feel like that's a little difficult to do when you're moving like the same speed that you would be walking. And it is absolutely nice that you know, you're not traversing terrain, but still, I feel like it was an opportunity missed. Demi, you can use the potions on the gas. I mean, that makes sense. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. You can on other mobs. I never even thought of that. But that's still kind of unfortunate that like you have to have a steady, like if you want to use Happy Ghast as a main form of transportation, you have to have a steady flow of speed potions. Horses would have become useless if gas was faster. That's probably why they didn't do it. That's also true, but they did just buff horses with this update as well. I don't know. I feel like the horses, the novelty around horses got really old really fast because they couldn't swim. I think it's going to be hard for the Happy Gas to replace horses now just because of how, like, even if they were a smidge faster, as long as you're not drowning when you're trying to cross water with horses, I think the novelty will last a lot longer. Ooh, okay, we have one more layer over here. We're getting to the end, guys. Originally, you needed enchanted golden apples to breed them. To breed horses? You needed a god apple to breed horses? A gapple, if you will? Yeah, that, I mean, I know this is definitely like when were horses first added? 2011, 2012 maybe? I don't know. They do some questionable stuff at first. Like back in the day, they were doing some real questionable stuff, let me tell you. I also remember the first time I logged into Minecraft after villagers were added. Like villages. And I just started murdering all of the villagers because I was like, what is this? Oh, we have a ways to go. I think we're going to pass the little... Yeah, we're not going to connect to that. We might be able to get over there. And we will definitely have to remove this birch tree. Those trees should all be okay. We're gonna have to get more dirt again. Disgusting. First time I saw a squid, all those teeth, I figured I was dead. Demi, it's so wild, like, thinking back to that time. Like, I've said it before, but I don't remember how it felt to play the game pre 1.18. Let alone the Village and Pillage update. Like, that was so long ago. Same with the Nether update. Like, I don't remember the misery that was just traversing Nether waste biomes. Terraforming is a conspiracy by Big Dirt to get more profits. So real. And we're playing right into their hands right now. Yeah, this is all... We need so much more dirt. I'm gonna start dropping this off. The first time I played Minecraft was late 2021, early 2022. I believe it was shortly after the cave update. Oh my goodness. Honestly, how special would it be, or is it? How special is it to not know the embarrassing things, the embarrassing mounds that they used to call mountains? Low-key bummed I didn't play pre-cave update. I bet that was such an intense update, folks. Oh my god. No, it honestly, it changed the entire game. Like, before, just to conceptualize it, like, I know that these are all probably facts that you know most of, but the part that was really jarring for me personally was the world height increase. Like, before, we only went down to what? Like, was it Y128 or something like that? Or... no, sorry, 0, and now we go all the way down into the negatives, which the fact that it goes into the negatives is crazy, but it used to take like 2 seconds to mine down to diamond level, and then you'd branch mine in stone for an eternity. And now I prefer to find a cave that goes down to deep slate, because having to dig all the way down is absolutely absurd. Especially if you don't have... ooh, we need to light that up. Especially if you don't have good tools, like lighting up... oh yeah, we have mobs. Buddy, where did you just go? That should be okay. I am gonna break some of this out though. Oh, whoa, I didn't know about that. Yeah, the world height. We used to also they increased how far down the world goes, and then they also increased how far up it goes. Like, they increased build height. They basically like doubled everything. No deep slate, which, by the way, deep slate blocks, I think one of the craziest additions to this game. I love building with deep slate. I think tough is comparable to how amazing deep slate is, but I still think deep slate is one of the most used blocks that I have for building. Yeah, it changed. Scribbles, it was revolutionary. Yes, it was. What a time to be alive. The Caves and Cliffs update was. I remember so I've been playing Minecraft. I think I've said this before, but I've been playing Minecraft since like 2011. And I was using like whatever laptops I could. For high school, I had to get a MacBook, so I was playing on a Mac for a while. Still Java, but playing on a Mac. I didn't have a designated gaming computer until I think 2020. I think the end of 2020, when I got my Dell gaming laptop. And the first update that I got to play on was 1.17, if I'm remembering correctly. Ooh, it's dark out. We must sleep. Deep slate tiles are really pretty. I think they're so pretty. Like the little tile texture, I wish that... oh, what are you? Get out of here. I wish they'd do more with the little tiles. I started after the villager update and before aquatic. Oh god, what was that like? Was the update aquatic 2018? 2017? I remember exactly where I was when I heard about the update aquatic for the first time. I don't know why it's one of those ones that I remember like that, but it just is. The Village and Pillage update was actually so insane as well. Like, that's another milestone update that just changed the game completely. Seems like I remember before you would die falling through snow, it was sketchy gravel sections. Yeah, if you... So, even now, like, if you step on gravel... Or sand. Like, if you mess with sand the wrong way, like, you're going down. Seems forever ago. It was absolutely forever ago. Again, anything before Caves and Cliffs feels like it was forever ago. And I can't believe people were getting, like, mad about the way... I don't know. This might be somewhat of a hot take. I don't know. But people getting mad at Mojang for breaking Caves and Cliffs up into 2, and then also all of the stuff with the wild update. Like, I was excited for the fan or the inspiration art that they showed of the birch forest. I was as excited as every other guy, you know? But I don't think they deserved that much hate over not touching birch after that. Like, I feel like they had a lot of apologizing to do, and they didn't really need to do it, if that makes sense. We'll roll with this for now. It's crazy how much area was added. Deep slate is like 2/3 of the overworld box and a lot more common than stone. Yeah. Like, I miss cobblestone, you know? Because it's also, like, it takes longer to mine than stone. It's not by much, obviously, but it still takes a little longer. Plus, the sand doesn't kill you right away. You flail around trying to escape. Yeah, it's literally like powdered snow. And you just have to stand there and try to shovel and dig your way out of it. It's humbling. Powdered snow is also... I think it was a cool addition. It was definitely a cool addition, but I hate it. I hate powdered snow so much. People like to get mad at games. Games cannot make everybody happy. I love Minecraft. I don't even know how to use everything well in the game. Or play the best. I still love it. Exactly. Wild Goat. Like, we are getting a game that is being constantly updated, especially now. Like, now is such a crazy time to be a Minecraft player. We went from getting one major update a year to what we've been getting. Didn't we get like 4 this year? Like, that's insane. And it's you buy the game once and then you don't have to pay another dime for it. Like, there's nothing that I can be mad at Mojang about, except for this. Mojang, if you're listening or ever listen to this, I don't care how expensive it is to put fire aspect on the sword. I am willing to pay however much it takes. It is not too many levels for me. I will do the work. I think that's ridiculous that I can't put fire aspect on this sword. I don't like mining deep slate without diamond pickaxe. It's so painful. It's so painful, Demi. It's so painful. When I went mining for diamond the first time in episode 2, I just found a cave that went to deep slate. Like, I just refuse to do it now. LHQ, what are we doing? We are terraforming. I'm going to be adding some fields. I'll show you. I'm going to be adding some fields later on. So we're just doing the painful task of terraforming all of this so that it's a little more smooth. I actually love the way that waves like that. Look at us. This looks pretty decent. This is going to be good field land. I think we have a couple more blocks to add. Okay. Let's finish up over here. I'm not sure how long my radiator has been on because it's hard for me to hear it with my headphones, but hopefully you guys can't hear that again. We were doing so good without it. Can I just say, living in... Can't hear it. Okay, thank God, Sade. Thank God. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I crashed out a little bit last night. I was hoping to finish the episode. I'd let you know. Thank you so much. I was crashing out super hard last night, and with everything that with having to travel for Christmas and like trying to get all like the videos done and everything, I was hoping that I would get the video done last night. That way all day today I could spend it starting to record for the next video. And for some reason, my building decided that 30-something degrees was just absolutely ripping our building apart, and that our radiators needed to be on for 5 hours straight. And the issue is so for some reason, my mic usually doesn't pick up the radiators when I'm on stream. It did the other night, which was super annoying, but usually they don't do that. But when I record, I am not recording, so I'm doing a lot of like voiceover editing as well. So whenever I need to record voiceover, I can't do it if the radiator's on, because the DaVinci Resolve mic settings or whatever, and I can't mess with it. I've tried already. For some reason, my mic picks up the radiator the whole time. So I had literally like an hour, maybe 2 left of editing to do. And it was all mic stuff. And the radiators usually are on for maybe an hour or 2 at a time. 5 hours. 5 hours straight. Not to mention 5 hours straight of radiator. Ours are massive, by the way. I was dripping sweat. I was pissed off. I couldn't finish the video, so I had to finish it today. Crashed out a little hard. I'm so sensitive to audio issues, so I wouldn't be here if your audio sucked. Okay, thank God. Good to know. Very good to know. There are better things than games to get mad at, like the ingredients in most food. Do we need all the artificial junk? Dyes, high fructose corn syrup. You are absolutely correct. Unfortunately, I'm a trash bag still. I can't stop. Tiz McTrash Bag. That's the name, don't wear it out. I would love to see the enchantment table be able to use water bottles. Water bottles where you can store your levels. Each bottle could hold 8 levels. I think losing all but 7 after dying is frustrating in early game. That is, like, that's the part of dying that sucks. Because you usually, the way that it works out, at least from what I've noticed, is you spend all of your time, you know, playing the game as you normally would, not even worrying about levels. And then as soon as it's time to start enchanting, you kind of naturally get to 30. And you're not really worried about levels, at least when you first go to enchant. But as soon as you die, even if it's not going to prevent you from playing on the world anymore, like even if it's just survival and not hardcore, like you just lose all of it. And you get back 7, but that's only if you find your stuff in time. They definitely shouldn't change that, you know what I mean? Like that's necessary. It just sucks. You are not a trash bag, haha. You were just able to eat that without getting Illazol. Hey, you know, my immune system, I mean, it's not the best. I get sinus infections every winter, every spring, like clockwork. I'm human, you know? And I will say, I can't lie, I do have a little bit of an iron stomach. Which is a good thing and a bad thing. I think it's probably mostly a bad thing. The old buildings in Europe have towers that draw air several levels underground where it stays 60, then the air rises and the buildings are warm. NYC used to be like that, but they modernized, but I think they just wanted to sell fuel oil. Yeah, so I fell down a rabbit hole actually for like earlier this year where I was watching a lot of YouTube videos on the New York City infrastructure just because it tickled me, you know? And the way that buildings are heated was a video topic that I watched. They're all steam heated and everything. It's very like, okay, but I know that some of the other units in my building have smaller radiators than we do, and that pisses me off. The fact that we are stuck with this monstrosity of a thing. Like the radiators are like almost as big as I am. That's a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but we're gonna stick with it. Those ingredients make the healthcare system go around. Healthy customers don't pay. Remember that, Scribbles. I say remember that as if you aren't painfully aware of it, probably, saying this. We're getting there. I don't think we're gonna make it with all this dirt, so we'll probably have to stop one more time to gather some more. Oh my god, that bat scared me. I thought it was a pillager for a second. Sade, yes. I love to hear that. A fellow science person. LOL, I work in healthcare. I've made videos on my channel speaking out, especially occult origins to pharmaceuticals. I didn't realize that you had videos, Scribbles. That's totally my bad. I need to check those out. Bless you for working in healthcare, by the way. Engineer for power companies. Sade, that's actually very, very interesting. I don't know why that tickles me so much, but that seems like it's kind of a fun job. It might not be. You might hate it, but that feels kind of fun. As a note about your mic, you can add a limiter and maybe a noise gate to help with that, depending on what you use to record with. So, Wild Goat, I have a noise gate on Streamlabs, but there isn't really anything. I mean, I need to search it for sure. Sir, you just made me fall. I definitely have to search it. Where did I put my... Oh, I dropped my food off accidentally. One moment, please. But yeah, I can do more research for sure. But on DaVinci Resolve, I don't think that I can add... I could be wrong, but I don't think that I can add filters to my mic. I mean, maybe I can. I might be ignorant about that. But on Streamlabs, I do have a noise gate. I don't know what a limiter is the issue. I'm very ignorant about audio stuff. But now that I know what that's called, I can actually look into it. Mostly art vid, some dad humor. I do enjoy art. I will take a gander. Gotta finish this one. Work is work, but it's a cool industry. It's extremely dynamic, requires a revolution to generate, distribute the... Oh, whoa. Yeah, sorry. Chat moved fast for a second there. Especially if AI does what we think it's going to do. Honestly, AI, I'm about sick and tired of AI. Let me tell you. It's what is making all of our RAM so expensive. Cool because power infrastructure touches everything, so I learn a lot about adjacent-ish. That's really cool. See, that's so fun to me. I've mentioned it in chat or in stream before. Did we forget some torches? We absolutely did. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. James, hello. Perfect timing. Gotta do some quick repairs. Let me go sleep first, though. Left our bed up here. What are we doing? We are a mess right now. What a darn shame. We're gonna bring this and let's at least go fix this hole. What a bummer. Well, if we didn't need more dirt before, we definitely do now. We should make more torches. That's really what we need. Let me pause this for a second. You should be able to on DaVinci. I don't do too much during editing with audio except add a little compression. Depends on the voice and the equipment. Limiter might help a bit. Good to know. Again, I'm not sure what a limiter is. I'm so ignorant when it comes to audio stuff. But I do, on DaVinci, I have the ability to do all of it in post, which is okay for the most part. But we can do all 9. It is okay for the most part, but the noise gate only... it only prevents the odd, my mic from starting to pick up, you know what I mean? Which I'm sure that you know, Wild Goat. So as soon as I start talking, everything is picked up. And sometimes I'm able to edit out little breaks in when I'm speaking, you know, to tune out the radiator, but it's kind of hard with how aggressive it is. If anyone's had radiators in their apartment or in their homes, the old good old radiators, you know how you're hearing clanking all in the walls. If there is another creeper in here, I really hope there's not. We were doing so good with lighting it up, too. I don't think... Whoop. Dang it. Is anyone going to explode? Wow, we were doing so good with lighting it up, and then halfway through, I just completely gave up on it. No more exploding, boys. All right, we're good. While we are down here, though, I think I'm going to just grab more. And while our recording is paused. Wow, this is a crazy space, to be honest. You really underestimate how big this area is. Creepers are responsible for 90% of all Minecraft rage quits. You're so right. That and lava. I think those are the two main contributors. Noise equals noise gate. I cannot type tonight. You're good. You're so good, Wild Goat. I'm smelling what you're stepping in. Audio threshold. And filter out certain audios with those two. It gets complicated. See, that's the part of it. Like, honestly, I was really surprised with how easy video editing was, not in the sense of like anyone can do it, and like I'm not discrediting the skill that video editors have by any means, but it was somewhat easy for me to understand conceptually. And audio is the exact opposite, which I didn't think would happen, but there's so much to it that I did not know about. Whoops. Get over here. Storage basement? Potentially. This actually might be a good place to put farms too, Cass. This might be a really good place to put farms. I also want to get enough dirt that way. We'll get a little bit more. I don't want to leave myself with absolutely nothing once we're done with this, so. And we are absolutely, after this, we are upgrading the shovel to efficiency 4. Because I do believe we will be able to insta-mine everything with efficiency 4. You've recorded audio separately from videos so you can remix if it desired. Yes. And with streams too. Like I haven't been doing a whole lot of recording on streams, but I have it set up so that there's 2 different tracks. Thankfully. And me being goofy, I remember before, like right when I started streaming, I was like, how do people record while they're streaming and then post it as videos? Like, I don't understand this. This is madness. How do you get rid of the chat? How do you get rid of, you know, if you don't want to use your audio, like your mic audio, how do they do that? It's literally a whole thing. Like, you can just do it straight in Streamlabs. I'm just a silly, goofy idiot. And there's also some stuff for stream that I'm going to be messing around with over my Christmas break. While I'm home, I'm going to do a lot of stuff, I think. Like I just got Stream Elements, so we're going to mess with the chat bots and stuff on there. I might start doing loyalty points on there as well, and we can do some fun stuff with that. But currently, I haven't started any of that stuff just because learning how to edit and do all of this stuff has just been crazy, as everyone is, I'm sure, aware. Are you kidding me? I heard it too. It didn't, at least it didn't explode what we already built, right? I guess. Kinda. I'm trying to look for the bright side. Let's unpause though. That was so rude. Just followed. Thank you so much. So you can add mood music, and occasionally dub stuff in, but then you need to frequency match because your voice often differs in modulation. Man, where did that one come from? It was closed off. I'm saying, I don't know. That was rude as hell. I do believe this is it though, guys. I could be wrong. I could be missing a whole section right now. Just gonna fill all of this in. You too. Let's actually light up down here. Okay, guys, I think we're done. I just remembered you need a cat. They screech and scare creepers and phantoms away. You're right. You know what's funny? When I was building and, well, when I was working with the villagers in the library, multiple cats spawned in. I think they all got out. One was trapped like halfway in a chest for forever. Okay. I think this is pretty good. Let me go stick myself somewhere behind a door because creepers want to mess with me today. Let's take a look-see. Barring all of that, I'm not worried about that yet. And we'll fix this eventually. Yeah, I think that looks so much better. That's so much better. We have multiple, like this could be a little something. We have more room for fields. Very nice. Cats and iron golems have the same spawn requirements. Well, that's definitely why oh, look at me in the window. Huh. Yeah. And we still have some dirt. It's definitely not a lot, which is a little bit of a bummer. I need to add a slab there. How do I not have a slab right there? What am I doing? And get all of this put away. Nice landscaping job. Thank you, James. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna do some more fun stuff eventually, but I just really wanted to get that done. That was on my mind for a couple days now. Gotta go take down a mountain somewhere to get some dirt. I know. It's just tough because whenever, like, I take down dirt that's under the terraforming that we do, just because you can't see it anyway. Otherwise, you just have to go so far. Because it always looks terrible. We can do all of those. All right, let's go grab that chest super quick. Where am I going? Yeah, you don't want to destroy your views of mountains from home. Exactly. Like this mountain, I mean, the only thing that I eventually am going to do is get rid of this. Although, I don't know. I'm kind of getting used to the makeshift waterfall. It's a little obnoxious though, so I might go at least shape it, maybe. But other than that, I do not want to touch these mountains. They are so pretty around here. So much leaf litter. Oh my. Exactly a stack. Okay. Guys, exactly. No, wait. Oh, I was about to get excited. Don't mind me. That would have been kind of crazy. We're doing that. This thing has been working so well. Get birch away. We do need a spot for stone, unfortunately, but we don't really have one right now. I just started my first Java world and I thought about using your seed, opted for one where there's a variety of biomes in a small vicinity. Sade, that's honestly a really good idea. Where did I put? There it is. And it's full. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because, granted, we did end up finding a mangrove swamp last stream that wasn't that far away. It was only like 3,000 blocks and some change away. But even still, there we go. I was gonna say, why don't I have room on my hotbar for torches? But yeah, we did find a mangrove that was decently close, but I don't know. It's just a pain when you can't find the biomes that you need, especially jungle. Mangrove, I think spruces are so common. I'm not really worried about not finding a spruce or taiga. Deserts, mesas, it's really the warm ones that you have to worry about. But yeah, that is going to be it for me, guys. Thanks for sticking with me while I just placed dirt for 3 hours. Let me finish this. We'll do of tower. Nope. Thank you so much for sticking around with me on this lovely Friday night. I love how 3K blocks is not that far away. I have to cope, Wild Goat. Let me cope. Great fun, thanks. Of course, Cassie. Enjoy chatting with y'all. Enjoy yourself at the party tomorrow. And more importantly, the Taco Bell. Thank you so much, Sade. Thank you so, so much. It has been a pleasure as always, everybody. I will see you on Monday at 7. Also, On YouTube, don't forget to like the stream. I keep forgetting to say that. I'm doing myself a favor and reminding myself now. Also, new video out tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. Bye, Faye. Bye, guys.